And we are back with a starting some shit episode of the Doing All Right podcast here on this beautiful Tuesday, man. Brian, I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm just kicking it.
Yeah, sure you are.
Minding my business.
What are you doing, man? Seriously, what are you doing out there in the streets?
I went boxing this morning. You know what I'm saying?
You got wore out. Did you get hit in the head a couple times?
No, I'm just tired as hell. Like, no, I'm just tired. Just hard work. A lot of burpees and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in general.
Swinging them ropes.
Yeah, yeah.
Them ropes.
Not today, but we normally do this. Yeah.
Right.
Just tired as hell, Brian. But I got home, right?
You're not tired of fighting these people, are you?
No.
Man, you will always fight these people.
You know, it's interesting. I went from fighting to fighting. Yeah. So, Brian,
I mean that in respect because this time of year you do fight.
Yeah.
You fight about what you believe, and people like, no, I don't trust you. I don't think not trust.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't like what you're saying here. I'm going to fight you about it.
I simply want to get a gauge of people's vibes, and I want to know why.
Yeah.
I'm not disrespecting anybody's opinion. I am curious how many people, I ain't gonna say that. I just want some understanding.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you can make me understand, like I was fighting earlier and somebody was like, well, Voch.
Can you educate me?
Well, Voch, this is why I got it like this. I was like, man, I disagree, but I feel you, bro. Good morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to, we ain't fighting, but help me get to understand your mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For example, right? I don't condone like killing nobody, right?
No, absolutely.
They don't kill. Man, but Voch, this is why I did it. And I go, okay. I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have robbed the bank.
Yeah.
Man, my mom, we starving, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. I wouldn't rob the bank, but I see why you did it.
Yeah.
Help me get understanding.
Yeah.
I get on the Twitter machine today and I see a tweet from Outlaw Cowboy, right? Shouts out to Outlaw Cowboy. And this ain't necessarily me fighting him particularly.
Right.
Because I even went on the tweet and said, hey, we not fighting.
We're not fighting.
I ain't talking about you in particular. Zach, you can go pull it up. I'm curious. We not fighting for the crowd, not just Outlaw. I thought it was very important to say that first.
Right.
I don't want anybody to feel like I'm singling them out.
Yeah.
And I don't want. And Zach, could you click on his tweet, please? Just click on it. I don't want anybody to think that I'm singling him out or anything like that. But he was like, I absolutely won't hear anyone that believes that taking an offensive player at 12 or 20 isn't a massive failure on the front office's end. Zero reason to even consider it. Yeah. Zach put me on one. I can't even consider it. I can't even think about it. What if it's a scenario that makes sense? That would lead me there.
I think there are a lot of scenarios that make sense.
I don't think we talking about offensive player enough.
I don't think we are either.
We got a couple offensive 30 visits already at the top of the 30 visit list. You simply can't. Okay, zero reason to consider it. I don't care who's sitting there. You don't care who's sitting. Nobody cares. Yeah. This ain't me fighting you. Because a lot of people that think like, and this ain't me talking about, but a lot of people think this way.
Yeah.
And I'm in the shower with the phone, should be walking out the door before I'm late for Crown. Like, not even consider it?
Yeah.
So put my tweet back up, Zach. Put my tweet back up, please. Por favor. I appreciate it. Just hit back one time. Just hit back. There you go. So I'm curious. We not fighting. I'm not fighting nobody.
Yeah.
I just want some understanding. And look, if you put me on one, if you in the comments right now and you won't take an offensive player by no means.
Yeah.
I'm having a conversation with you too. You can put me back on two. We not fighting, not just Outlaw, but nobody that doesn't want an offensive player at 12, no matter what.
Right.
If these guys are gone, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles, Ruben Bain, David Bailey, Mansour Delane, I even added Jamal McCoy.
Yeah.
For the shits and giggles.
Yep.
Jamal McCoy, Caleb Downs. I'm not a big Peter Woods fan, but if you a Peter Woods fan,
sure.
Because in Sando's article, they got GMs that's saying that Peter Woods will go early. So GMs could be taking Peter Woods early.
Absolutely.
Brian, 2, 4, 6, 8, a quarterback, a couple offensive line, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say Love and Tate are available. According to this, Love and Tate would likely be available. Who the heck? Can you outline it? Can you highlight this with your mouse? Can you click and drag this? Who are you taking over Jeremiyah Love? Hey, zoom that shit. Thank you. Who are you taking over Jeremiyah Love? I had a Carnell Tate for the giggles.
Yeah.
Jeremiyah Love is a top 3 player on my board. Should be top 5 on everybody.
The situation we talked about with Pickens.
Sure. Yes. I mean, so look, hold that thought. So look, who are you taking over Jeremiyah Love and Carnell Tate? That could be Lemon, that could be Tyson, whoever you like right there.
Yeah.
At this point, if you're wiped out there on defense, what defensive player, if you won't take an offensive player, by no means would you take?
Yeah.
That makes you feel better by taking that defensive player over Jeremiyah Love and Carnell Tate. That's the argument that I've laid out. And Bryan, I look at my board, man, all my first round defenders gone.
Yeah.
According to this,
yeah,
all my first round defenders gone. And we talking about 12th overall. We ain't talking about 15. Yeah. We ain't talking about 18. We talking about 12. And Bryan, what I gathered here, a lot of people in the chat or whatever, right? And I promise I'm gonna let you talk.
No, I'm loving this.
A lot of people responded to me by saying, "Well, Voch, I'll either take Avion Terrell,
sure,
cornerback from Clemson,
yeah,
Dillon Thieneman, safety from Oregon, or Akeem Mesidor from Miami, the edge, right?" Bryan, my first thought: when the shit did these guys end up in 12 overall territory?
Never.
Because these was just dudes that we was talking about at 20.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
You're clearly pushing they're clearly pushing the defensive players up the board just because they don't want to take an offensive player.
It could be
a better player.
Sure.
Yeah.
It could be injury. It could be because somebody's older.
Yeah.
It could be because Terrell is small. It could be because Thieneman is a safety and he's not that. Whatever reason,
sure,
a month ago, people was talking about these names, Terrell, Mesidor, Thieneman, as 20 options.
Yeah. Trade back options even.
I'm still talking about those guys as 20 or trade back options, right?
Yeah. Right.
People are taking these guys at 12 just because they don't want to take offense.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, I know your defense was bad, but dog, man, that's your blinking light.
Yeah.
So what these people are telling me, and some people online to say that it's not apples to orange, that it's not an apples to apples comparison. Dog, people are telling me if you got a horrible defense, they'll take Kayvon Chason to come pass rush for you, and they'll leave CeeDee Lamb on the board.
Yeah. Oh no, you're not wrong.
One more thing, I'm sorry.
No, man.
For a lot of people that feel like that's not a proper comparison,
right?
Think about that year.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb may have been the last first-round grade on the board.
Right.
Chason and Beck was going in the second-round grade territory.
Right.
That's similar here. Right. It's just more first-round grades in that draft than this one.
Right.
But the Cowboys in that draft, just like this one, are drafting at the end of the first-round grades.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you pass on CeeDee Lamb, you're leaving a first-round offensive player on the board to get a second-round defensive player. In my opinion, that's what you're doing with this too. And one last thing that makes this even more important, you didn't fucking need CeeDee Lamb that year.
Yeah.
You didn't. Michael Gallup was coming off 1,100 yards and 6 touchdowns. Amari Cooper, you traded the first to get him. He wasn't going nowhere. He was about to get paid.
Right.
Randall Cobb was your third. I think they moved on from him. But in this same scenario, where you could have used the third receiver that you didn't need, but defense was bad. We may have been going through Randy Gregory, Alden Smith being up and down. You needed pass rush. And the Cowboys passed on pass rush to get the best dude. Kayvon Chason been on 3 teams now. CeeDee Lamb is a core piece of who you are. The first thing that you teach all of us, we all Bryan Broaddus' draft babies. Put us on too. We're Bryan Broaddus' draft babies. Don't window dress that board.
I agree.
If you window dress the board, you take Greg Ellis over Randy Moss. Nothing wrong with Greg Ellis, but that's Randy Moss. You take CeeDee Lamb over Kayvon Chason. Nothing wrong with Chason. I'd have loved to sign him this offseason. We could use some help. Right. But man, that's CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
Ye's pool is nice, but mine's just bigger is what I'm saying. Man, don't overthink Jeremiyah Love. Man, Javonte Williams ain't stopping me from drafting Jeremiyah Love. Ryan Flournoy ain't stopping me from drafting Carnell Tate. Respectfully. Right. Terrence Steele ain't stopping me from drafting Malinois. Right. I don't give a damn what you just did with his contract. You moved Terrence Steele money around, he costs $8 million. Man, fuck that $8 million. You paying dead money with Osa?
Yeah.
I'll pay some Terrence Steele dead money right now if I can have French Malinois at 12 overall.
Yeah.
With all that set up, Brian, are we not considering offensive players enough? What do you think about the audience's sentiments that we're going heavy on defense?
I think the more you experience this, and you've done this a long time.
Yes, sir.
The more you experience this, the more you realize, and I really do appreciate you mentioning not window dressing your board.
Yes, sir.
Because that's the first thing that you look at. When you look at your board and when you sit in draft rooms and you said, where are we right now? Let's put these guys where we would take them. We have this kid Bell from Louisville on our board, wide receiver. Listen, probably a first-round player. But, injuries and stuff like that. But you got to give guys their due. Mm-hmm. And I'm totally on board with, listen, I've been a part of this too. When we drafted Quincy Carter, there was a player named Kendrell Bell from Georgia, linebacker. We got in the we didn't have a first-round pick. We get in the second round. Jerry's insisting on taking Quincy Carter. We got a first-round grade on Kendrell Bell. And we're like, we got to take Kendrell Bell, Jerry. We got to take Kendrell Bell, right? No, we're going to take Quincy Carter here in the second round. But wait a minute, we have a first-round grade on this guy. We put this guy where we evaluated the player, and we say, we got to take this guy, right? It's Jason Witten. We got a first-round grade. You got to look at these things where you have guys. If you guys got Mawanoa up there, if you got Love up there, if you got Tate up there, and you're looking at guys that are second-round defensive players, and you're jumping those guys, you're jumping first-round tags, your board's effed up. Yeah. It's just effed up. And I think to me, that's the problem. If we're going to get in a situation here, I know we're going to talk about who's ahead of you and picking players, but it might come down to you looking at some of these offensive guys because you don't have defensive guys higher than these offensive guys. Shame if you start jumping tags. That's when you get in trouble right there. Like I say, I mentioned Kendrell Bell. Very next pick, we take Quincy Carter. Very next pick, the Steelers take him. He's AFC Defensive Rookie of the Year. We had a first-round grade on the kid. Should have taken him right then and there because we had it that way. Don't mess your board up by jumping guys just because, listen, Messidor, guys like that, Howell. I saw Pete Prisco, R. Mason Thomas in a mock draft yesterday. Yeah. At 12? Okay, well, I think they've got some guys higher than that, Pete. Maybe the Cowboys don't. Yeah. But there are offensive players that I would take over an R. Mason Thomas or a Messidor that have first-round grades. I could say I do not disagree with you one bit, and I think you have to be ready as a fan base that if something happens in front of you, again, we'll get into that because I have an idea of some things that might happen. So take that. I think you're absolutely right with your assessment.
Brian.
And you're not fighting. You're just having a discussion.
I might be fighting because I'm sweating, but we are just talking. Brian, I'm about to put up another tweet.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to get you with this one.
All right.
All right. So for those that are saying let's draft Dillon Thieneman at 12, right?
Right.
I just saw somebody call Dillon Thieneman amazing. I'm like, cool, he's amazing.
He is amazing.
Rank these four safeties, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Dillon Thieneman, Malachi Stark, Andrew Makuba, Tyler Nubin, coming out of college. Dillon Thieneman, Malachi Stark, Andrew Makuba, Tyler.
I really liked Makuba.
Now, all those guys went later.
Yeah.
Thieneman, they talking about going at 12.
Yeah.
Where you rank those guys?
I think I would, if you for your subject, I think I would have him last in that group.
I hear you.
I think I would have him last in that group.
I hear you. And I don't even want to do this to Thieneman because I like
No,
Thieneman.
I mean, I like Thieneman too, but I don't have him better than those guys you just listed.
But if people are talking about Thieneman at 12,
yeah.
I just want further context. Because, Brian, on my board, personally, Thieneman is my 17th player.
Yeah.
So he's closer to 20 than to 12 to me.
I've always thought of him as being a guy that I always thought of him potentially being a guy that was in the back end of the first round.
Yeah.
I think 17. I think closer to probably 20 for me.
Yeah.
When you start to really stack the guys.
Brian, we were just talking about can we trade back a little bit from 20?
We've done mock drafts where we've done this before. I know on the stack we've done it where we traded back to we did the Cleveland trade, 39. We were talking about drafting him at 39.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pre-combine.
And safeties go a little later.
They go a little later.
Like unless you special. And when I say special, like Kyle Hamilton got drafted like 16th or something.
Yeah.
But he was considered like a top 5 player in that draft.
Yeah.
People just didn't know where to draft him.
Where to draft him.
Don't nobody think Dillon Thieneman a top 5 player in this draft.
No.
Don't nobody think that about Dillon Thieneman.
They never have.
And I don't want to shit on Dillon because I love to have him.
I do.
I'd be a smiling fool if we get him.
Yeah.
If the Cowboys draft him at 12, I'm like, hey man, we got him. I'm happy to have him.
Yeah.
I would have done something different.
Right.
I think there are other players on the board I'd rather have, but and look, when I say we, I don't mean me and Bryan or people that disagree, but how did we, like y'all, get Dillon Thieneman in the 12 overall conversation?
Workout. The tape's really good, but
It's really good.
The tape's really good, but it's not top 12 tape.
It's not top 12 tape to me. It's not top 12 tape to me.
Yeah.
Especially considering that
it's closer to 20, 21, 22, 23 tape.
And Bryan, that's a range that Down's going to be in.
Yeah.
Like Down's going to be in the 12 range.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody got Downs and Thieneman's tags touching.
No.
I don't think nobody they ain't touching like that.
No.
And I like Thieneman. Here's another argument.
I'll tell you, I like Wheatley a lot.
Keith Wheatley, I got him ranked after Thieneman.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I like Wheatley a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm closer to Thieneman and Wheatley from Penn State than I am Thieneman and Downs.
Yeah. I think after Downs, you pushed him a little bit,
Sure.
and then the guy Wheatley should be on my board right next to Thieneman.
Yeah.
So Wheatley is my Wheatley is my 20th guy.
Yeah.
Thieneman is my 17th.
Yeah.
But Downs is like 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Downs is my second guy, and Love is my third.
That's what I'm saying. You've got Love up there very high.
Yeah.
You mentioned Tate. You threw Tate in there just as for your, as you said.
Tate is a 2 on your board, but he might be in the 13, 14 range for you.
Yeah, because 14 first-round grades, he's somewhere in that 15, 16, 17.
He's 11 for me, yeah.
Okay, so he's inside your window.
Sure.
So you threw him in there as you're absolutely right. You've got Tate, Malinois, Love, all higher than any of the defensive players you got.
Yes.
That's your argument.
And let's be clear. Put me on one, please, real fast. Just to be clear, Bryan, we would love to have Sonny Styles. We would love to have Caleb Downs. We would love to have Bain. We would love to have Bailey. But it's me and Bryan's job to kind of like prepare y'all for anything. If you get Bain, we celebrate.
We do.
But we can't just shell up if we get wiped out.
Okay.
Please.
I want to talk to you about this then. Because I'm kind of feeling this one a little bit. I'm feeling this. Because of the way that free agent stuff, I think you're going to walk a minefield. A 30-minute minefield. 10-minute a pick. I think you're going to walk the minefield of Kansas City, Cincinnati, and Miami.
Yeah.
For defensive players.
That is 3 teams that need defensive players.
That Cincinnati is you.
Yeah.
If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you're Cincinnati defensively.
They all need corners.
They're historically bad, and you start talking about the one thing I know about Cincinnati. They're a coach-driven personnel department. They love LSU players, by the way. They do. Go back to Andrew Whitworth. You could go back to Joe Burrow. We talk about Chase. That is a coach-driven department right there. I think you're going to walk the minefield of it's going to be when Kansas City goes on the clock, depending on what happens ahead of that. When Kansas City goes on the clock, I'm going to start holding my breath. If I'm holding on a defensive player, I'm going to start holding my breath because they could take what they do. They got rid of both their corners, right? Cincinnati, we talked about them. They're a historically bad defense along with you. Miami, they're rebuilding that team too. That's a team that could use defense as well. So to me, I'm trying to prepare myself. Do I have to try and get to 6? Do I try and have to get to New Orleans? If I feel like going into this draft that and if you don't want to be stuck with offensive players, fan base out there, and we love you. If you don't want, you might have to go up because you're in a situation right now with 3 teams ahead of you that all need basically the same thing you need.
Yeah.
And so if you're willing to sit there and say, oh, I'm comfortable taking Messidor, and I love Messidor. I think you'll have Messidor too. But where you stack him is not at 12. You don't. You're going to have players that are going to be better than that.
And then look, I got Messidor at 14.
Yeah.
Right? But man, I got Love at 3.
Yeah.
You understand?
See, that's you're not wrong.
It's a discrepancy here.
You're not wrong.
I got Mawanoa at 9.
Where Dallas has always had success is taking the best player on their board.
Yes, sir.
It was all of a sudden Ryan Shazier gets picked ahead of Dallas, and what do? They pivot. Jerry reminds the room, well, Johnny Manziel's up there. Yeah. And Jason Garrett and Stephen Jones go, no, we're taking Zach Martin. Yeah. That's who we're taking. Think about this when the Cowboys, when they've done their absolute best work, it's the CeeDee Lambs. It's
last year as well.
Yeah.
They wanted to walk away with a receiver.
Yeah.
They didn't get McMillan.
Right.
The rest of the draft, they didn't reach at wide receiver.
Right.
They just fixed it after.
Yeah.
I do have a little faith in the Cowboys that they'll fix it after. Because the past couple of years, they've done their best to kind of fix it after.
Right.
If you need a linebacker, they went to go find Kendricks, and Kendricks was good for you. You needed a wide receiver, they aggressively went to go get Pickens, and Pickens worked out for you. Yeah. I think the Cowboys will make some moves at the end of this thing. You needed edge, Clowney, and Clowney worked out for you. They waited a while to get Clowney,
right,
but they got Clowney, worked out for you. I think the Cowboys will fix stuff after the draft. I just don't want them to walk in with just one mindset of we gotta get.
See, to me, that's been the problems when you look at and I know that Tristan Hill was later in the second round, but with Taco and Mozzie and all that. I mean, if they just get so narrow-minded focus on guys, they just do not do as well as when they keep that board open.
Brian, look at the second round work they've been doing. Look at the second and third round work they've been doing, Brian. Mm-hmm. How many times in day 2 have they drafted a guy and we go, hey man, I wasn't as high on that guy.
Yeah.
But shouts out to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't as high on Sam as they drafted Sam.
Yeah.
Maris, Schoonmaker. They're overdrafting guys in day 2, and you end up losing there. And y'all only at 12. Rest in peace, no disrespect.
Or Sean Neal.
No disrespect. I didn't have him that high.
Me neither.
I didn't have him that high.
Me neither.
Looking back at my board, like this last year with Booker, Donovan Ezeraku, and Revel, I think they went best player available.
I think they did.
And it worked out on my board with their board.
I agree.
So I was like, kudos, Cowboys.
Yeah.
But all these other years, we scratching our head going, why they take Leofold right here? Why they took him right there?
Yeah.
Why they take Viliami for Hoko?
Yeah.
I got him. Shamar James. I ain't have Shamar James.
Yeah.
He was in the 7s somewhere for me.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's different when you kind of overdraft a guy in the 3rd. I wouldn't do it. Or you overdraft a guy in the 2nd or 4th. Man, I'm not playing them games at 12.
Yeah.
I'm not playing them games at 12. Especially when you ain't really been hitting at 12 like you have been hitting. Right. The Jason Garrett era didn't miss at 12.
No. I agree.
Jason Garrett and them didn't fuck around with 12 overall.
Right.
They missed on Taco or whatever, but for the most part, they were fine. That's this new stuff that's been going on for some reason that kind of got 12 looking weird out here. I mean, or they got the first round looking weird out here. I don't know, Brian. Let me ask you this. Same topic.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make another conversation out of this. Let me ask you this: where do you have Avion Terrell ranked on your board?
See, it's funny because I was doing a show with Jeff Kavanaugh this morning. He didn't have him. I have him as my 3rd best corner, so he's cornerback 3 on my board.
Sure.
McCoy, Delane, Terrell, Cisse would be my 4 first-round corners.
Mm-hmm. You haven't stacked them quite yet, though.
No, and if I had to stack Terrell of the 14 names I have in the first round. Yeah. He would probably be somewhere. Might be 13 or 14 on my board.
13, 14 on your board.
Yep.
Okay. I like Terrell. I got him behind Hood and Cisse though, but I do like Terrell.
Yeah.
Brian, let me ask you this: do you think? Well, first of all, let me ask you this: with how the Cowboys have been moving, they signed Kobe Durant.
Yeah.
I think Kobe gonna start. Regardless.
Yeah, you're thinking that Terrell's not going to even be on the field. If you take him at say 20, or are you looking at it at 12?
I feel much better about Terrell at 20.
Yeah.
But in this conversation, people are saying, well, let's draft Terrell at 12.
Right.
Okay, cool. If you draft Terrell at 12.
See, now I would be more comfortable with that than you would be.
At 12?
Yeah, because I have him in my window at 14.
He's in your window.
So he's in my window, so I would be okay with that.
Right.
But I could see where the room would, Oh, by the way, I just say something real quick. I had a comment last night. Somebody asked me, they go, look at this guy. He always agrees with Voch.
We fight all the time.
And I said this, I go, we do fight, but I respect the guy's eye. Yeah. I agree with you a lot because I think you're right. Not because I want to just be like, oh, yeah, Voch is right. Yeah. But when you scout with somebody long enough,
you understand them.
You understand them. I mean, there's guys like the guys, the Dane Bruglers, the guys that you talk about all my kids.
Sure.
But when you understand, you tend to agree with. There's times I'll fight you on stuff, but there's a lot of times like, damn, he's right. So if you're out there and you're always like, oh, Broaddus never fights me, always agrees, LOL. Yeah. That's not true.
That's false. That's false.
That's false because you've got the same.
They missing shows because
I think there's but like I said, there's times we do get after it, but I also seem like there's like you could work with somebody. There were guys I scouted with that I agreed with.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're not fighting in there. You're not fighting. No, I think the guy's got a damn good eye.
Sure.
So I'm agreeing with the eye.
Yeah. But we don't have to agree, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like we don't have to.
I don't have Terrell near 14.
You don't.
But I see. But I can see why you got him at 14.
Yeah.
Here's my point though, and this is in Cowboy land. We do the show for everybody,
right?
But we're in Cowboy land right now. The Cowboys signed Kobe Durant.
Yes,
they have plans for Revel.
Right.
If DaRon Bland, assuming he's going to be healthy, we'll say that Bland is healthy.
Right.
I don't see a reason for Bland to be sitting out or to be rotated or anything like that. Jalen Thompson is a safety. But when they interviewed him, he talked about nickel a whole bunch.
Elements.
A whole bunch. He's going to be playing a ton of nickel. We could go down the list one day, but right now, I just want to ask you about Terrell. First, let me ask you this. Do you think that do you think the Cowboys are looking at corner with the same urgency that they're looking at edge and linebacker?
I don't.
That's where I agree.
I don't.
That's where I agree. Me and you may have Terrell in different places.
Yeah.
But I think the Cowboys, if Delane is there, I think that's different.
I don't think. Try and go play a game with who they got at linebacker right now.
I think linebacker and edge are bigger emergencies than cornerback right now.
Yeah.
So with that being said, and I'm only bringing this up because in my Twitter fight, a lot of people said that they'll take Terrell over Love and Tate. Whatever, that's your business.
Yeah.
Their argument about not taking Love and Tate, they would rather have defense, but Voch, you don't need Love. You don't need a wide receiver right now. I'm just asking, and we ain't fighting, do you need corner right now? Like, do you need corner? I think if Mansour Delane is there, you make room for him because he's so good.
You think he's going to start?
Mansour Delane?
Yeah.
I think Revel got to sit down if Mansour Delane is there.
I don't disagree.
And you find ways to put top tier guys, like blue chip dudes, you find a way to put those guys on the field.
Yeah.
I don't think Terrell and Delane are in the same house.
Okay.
So if Terrell is on your team, where do you play Terrell?
Yeah.
Because in your mind you go, okay, well, y'all just put him at nickel. Is Terrell going to play nickel over Bland if Kobe and Revel are your outside guys? Is Terrell going to be playing nickel if Jalen Thompson's going to be playing nickel for you?
Yeah.
If we're looking at pure prospects, Shavon Revel is a much better prospect coming out of college than Terrell is right now for me.
Sure.
If you told me that Revel was your best corner, which he was, I agree. Yeah. I don't think there's a world where in this draft or in that draft, Terrell is the best corner. So I don't think Terrell's a guy that's pushing guys down.
I would have had Revel over Terrell.
For sure. Me too. Me too. Likewise.
See, the thing about it is, I think the thing with Terrell is that makes him interesting, and we have to think about with Bland. Does Bland really want to play inside? And Bland's dealing with the foot.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with ourselves there.
Sure.
You got hurt guys back there. I mean, we'll see. I think if you want to say, hey, Bryan, give me a player that's going to be better than he was last year, I think Revel's that guy.
I think Revel's going to make
it. I think he's one of those guys that, he has an off season to get bigger as far as, feeling healthy. getting rid of that knee brace, building up his knee, working on his craft, I think you're going to see a different football player. But like I said, I kind of feel like that if you took Terrell, he would be the guy that would play inside. I think he would play the slot that would keep Bland to the outside.
Sure.
And then it would be then.
So do you bench Durant or do you bench Revel for Terrell? I think it'll be tough to bench either of those guys for Terrell.
Yeah.
I just think Durant is better.
I haven't seen Durant play outside. That's what I'm saying.
Durant played nothing but outside.
Inside.
Nickel.
Yeah,
For
nickel.
sure. So look, so let's just say Durant is locked in at the outside guy.
Yeah.
You're not putting Revel inside at all, neither.
No.
Revel got to be an outside guy.
No.
Is Bland and Terrell going to be rotating nickel? And if that's the case, how much does Terrell play? And you got a safety that can play some nickel for you.
See, there's people out there that will probably say that we're wrong about Revel.
Either way, the Cowboys don't think that.
Yeah.
We can say, I don't like Revel at all because he had bad film last year.
Yeah.
That ain't what I'm saying, but we can say that.
Yeah.
The Cowboys got a plan for Revel.
They got a plan for
Christian
him.
Parker got a plan for Revel.
Christian Parker has a plan for him. Absolutely, he does.
So that part don't matter. This is Cowboy content right here. Right here. How does Terrell fit? Because look, if you draft the lane, Revel got to sit down.
Yeah.
Or you figure it out at that point. You trade somebody. Then now you got another Osa situation. Revel turns into a depth guy for you. I don't think Terrell pushed guys down like that. Just in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
If you think so, let me know.
No, I mean I kind of feel like, to me, like I would, as much as I love. I worry more. I don't worry about Revel as much as I worry about Bland.
Mm-hmm.
I have concerns about Bland. Yeah. Bland does not look like the same player. Yeah. And maybe the injury, he's the one, and we'll see. Maybe I'm blinded by Revel. Maybe I'm blinded by that. Mm-hmm. But I'm worried more about Bland. Mm-hmm. I'm worried about his health. I'm worried about his confidence.
That ain't wrong at all.
And if all of a sudden Revel plays great and we draft Terrell and he's all of a sudden Bland doesn't look very good in training camp when you and I are out there watching him practice, and you got Terrell on this thing, I'm with you on Delane though. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you draft Delane or you draft McCoy. There might be a side of me that maybe looks into just saying there's going to be a competition for Bland, or there's going to be a competition between Bland and Revel, who's coming off the field. That might be the case.
Yeah.
I worry about Bland. I really do.
Yeah, I do too, Brian. But I don't think the Cowboys are, just in general. I think they're really looking for linebacker and pass. I think the first two picks will be linebacker, pass rush. Linebacker and a edge guy somewhere.
Okay, do this.
Please.
Take Love at 12.
Okay.
Or give me your offensive guy you want to take at 12.
Love at 12.
Love at 12.
He's my third guy.
You take Love at 12.
Love at 12.
Now pick me a defensive player at 20.
Shit, you can get who the fuck you want. You can get Thieneman that you was going to pick. Look, even if Thieneman goes at...
No, I'm encouraging to take your guy.
Sure. So if it was up to me, I'll take Thieneman at 20. I take that back. I love Thieneman.
Yeah.
I think you need some rushers, man.
Yeah.
I'll take Messidor at 20.
Yeah.
So I'll have Love and Messidor.
I would not have a problem. Also,
too, Brian, when we get to pick 92, I feel better about the safeties at 92 than I do
I do too.
The rushers.
Let me ask you this.
Please.
Take your favorite edge. Uh-huh. Okay, within at 12.
Within reason, at 12, okay.
Take your favorite edge.
I think Bain could be available.
Take an offensive player at 20.
Oh shit, Brian, bro. Offensive player, it got to be a receiver.
That's what I'm saying.
It has to be.
Is your receivers going to be better than your defensive guys? Is your receivers going to be better than your defensive guys you're going to take at 20?
If I had to, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So the offense first, defense second is the better combination than defense first, offense.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, though, are we still in the mode at 20, not at 12?
Not at all. See, once we get to 20,
Now
the board opens up.
Okay,
So
but
give me, so now I'm going
okay,
defense.
what if you have you took at say you took Bain
Okay.
at 12.
Yes, sir.
Now you're down to Tate's still on the board at 20.
If Tate is on the board
or Tyson's on the board at 20.
I would jump on that. If it's
what if one of those offensive tackles is on that board? What if it's Fano's on that board? Right, and they're talking about all these offensive tackles.
I think that's incredible value for 20, and I wouldn't be able to pass on it. Because now you going best dude again, right?
Yeah.
Now if
so you did best dude really at 12 and at 20.
Because look, this is my thing. If it's a second round graded player at 20 on offense versus defense, we should prioritize the defense. Even in the first round, if it's a first round defensive player versus a first round offensive player, we should more than likely go defense.
Go defense.
I'm never going a second round graded defender over a first round graded offensive player.
Yeah, or vice versa.
I'm never doing that. And when we get to 20, man, I know that the second round defenders fit better at 20.
Yeah.
But if it's a first round graded offensive player, Mal will punch some old lady at the bank.
Yeah.
He just fall to 20.
Yeah.
Man, take Mal because he's a first round grade on offense.
Yeah.
We can't draft scared, man.
See, I'm with you on this, man, because like I say, what if you do get your guy at 12 and all of a sudden you get one of those guys, a Tate or Tyson. Tyson might be sliding because of people are talking about the soft tissue injuries and stuff, and that's a concern. I get it. I get it.
Honestly, if Dr. Cooper say Tyson is cool, I'm taking Tyson because I got Tyson better than all of them.
Watch McCoy be there at 20, and they pass on him.
Jeremiah McCoy.
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys,
they say somehow they get an edge there. Somehow, Bailey. I don't.
I think when is there? I need to see his pro day. I need to see Jeremiah McCoy's.
Oh, that's coming up.
It's definitely coming up.
Yeah.
And if he running around and he look decent and he get to 20,
please,
Bryan, he is on my board. Not considering injury, Jeremiah McCoy is the 5th best player on my board.
Yeah.
Just off the film, I got him higher than Delane on my board.
I think you got. I mean, okay, if you could talk about, I don't want to take him at 12, at 20. Yep. Come on, man.
I take him at 20.
All right, I know.
I take him at 20, Bryan.
There's somebody in this chat right now that's saying, here's Broaddus talking about McCoy again.
I don't want to say it because we need y'all's views and patronage. But y'all know what I'm
Appreciate you, man. I really do.
Look, man, I'm not here to, I didn't want to make anybody feel crazy. Your opinion is your opinion. And if you go in the comment section and you say, man, Voch, I've been watching the film. I got Thieneman ranked higher than Downs. Thieneman just the 5th best player on my board.
Yeah.
Man, look, we disagree, bro. Yeah. But shots out to you. But I think the majority of us looked at Thieneman as a guy that you could trade back from 20 to get.
Yeah.
And at the most, you feel like, hey, I'll just reach and just take him at 20 and feel good about it.
My man went from player say 25.
He went from second round to I'll reach at 20 to he fit 20 perfectly to I'll take him at 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have some class, y'all. Have some class. I want to ask if my list of players here, it was 8 players. Damn, thank you, Zach. Hold on, let me see something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a quarterback. Yeah. So that's 9. I want to say if the Cowboys trade up at 10, would you take Thieneman at 10?
Yeah.
I wonder how many people would take Thieneman at 10.
The question you have to ask yourself is,
appreciate it, Zach.
Before the combine, would you have taken him at 12?
The answer is going to be no.
Absolutely no. The answer was no.
He was notoriously, I trade back to get him. And
what do you think about? Do you think all those guys could be gone?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The one that probably won't be gone would be, do you think McCoy?
I think McCoy's
probably going to work out, and there's people that's going to like him better than they like. There's a chance that it's like the Surtain draft.
I think
him and Horn, both guys are gone by the time you pick.
I think Jeremiah McCoy could be there. I just don't think he's Cowboy. I don't think the Cowboys will take him. But I put him there for shits and giggles. Yeah. I'm trying to get into their minds if they're a GM.
Yeah.
If those guys are GM dudes, like what are they thinking? Cowboys probably won't take him. I'm not a big Peter Woods guy.
I'm not either.
But I'm trying to make shit difficult
Was our guy Foots? I see Foots the other day doing the Peter Woods.
Foots like T.J. Parker and Peter Woods and them. I mean, look, I don't dislike them. I just got players.
I thought I saw Foots put up there a bunch of like. Here Foots likes to do it. Here's 1 minute of Peter Woods.
That's
just
Parker. Yeah.
Oh, he did Parker.
T.J. Parker. And look, man, put me on 4, please. Man, Bryan, I appreciate you for tapping in with me, man. I appreciate you entertaining, my little.
That was good.
And look, Chad, this ain't me fighting y'all, but this is draft. This is what we do, man. We have discussion, and I'll be in the chat. I'll be in the comments after the live is up, and
I'll be there tonight,
and we'll be talking about it, man. We'll just. There's gonna be people. Yeah, y'all would take Chase on over Lamb, and it's okay. Matter of fact, also too, answer me this: which if your defense was horrible, would you take Chase on over Lamb? I'm putting y'all in a bad spot. I want to figure out who you are. I want y'all to look in the mirror and see if y'all keeping the buck out here. All right. If you want to know where to find anything, hey Voch, where can I find the draft notebook, the merch, the clips page, the social media links? Is all on crownclothingmedia.com. Everything is up there. It's all in one place for you, and it's easy to navigate. So we appreciate y'all for supporting. Tomorrow we got players.
We got players tomorrow.
David Hellman asked me, man, so how we gonna do the Tate thing? Like, we gonna keep Tate? We gonna trade Pickens? And I'm like, dog, just have 11 personnel.
Hellman reached out on you?
Hellman, on Twitter. I'm like, dog, just have 11 personnel go crazy this year. And
I can see Hellman standing and go, we should rubbing his eyebrows.
We should try to get Hellman on.
We'll get him on.
Days, man. We'll
get him on.
Voch is such a guy now that I can reach out to Hellman and get him.
Yeah, there you go.
Normally, Bryan had to go get some of these guys.
You got your followers.
I can reach out to Hellman and go get him. All right, so tomorrow.
You're like highly respected until you have these opinions that you're having lately.
Yeah, fuck him. Here we go. March 25th. I ain't want to say that, y'all. Yeah, we got Caleb Proctor.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Caden Proctor, but
right.
Caleb Proctor, defensive lineman from Southeast Louisiana. Ooh. Lewis Moore. Do we have another Lewis Moore? That's Kyle Lewis. Okay.
Kyle Lewis.
Lewis Moore, safety from Indiana.
Okay.
Jacoby Thomas, safety from Michigan. I've heard that name. And Rashawn Benny, defensive line from Michigan. Don't nobody give a damn about a D line from Michigan.
Wait a minute. How many Michigan guys are looking at? There's 3 of them?
It's some in this one batch.
That one day.
No. It's
Michigan 3 times. What'd you do?
Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah.
Which is Caleb Proctor.
Right.
Lewis Moore from Indiana.
Okay.
Jacoby Thomas from Miami.
Okay. I think you said Michigan for some reason.
Hell no. I wouldn't put 3 Michigan people. Wouldn't nobody watch that show. And Rashawn Benny, the D lineman from Michigan. We're going to talk about him tomorrow. And we'll talk about some linebackers and how they fit the Cowboys. All right. We love y'all to pieces. Crown Globe Media on Twitter. I'm Voch Lombardi. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Crown.